All right. Hello, everyone. Also, hello, Jack. I see you hanging out in the chat. uh, I am Rain. I am here and, anxious because this is my first time running anything on the TEP Twitch. But I've run this game a whole bunch of times. And to just give myself a little affirmation before we start, uh, I'm really good at running this. I ran it with the creator and they had a really good time. So, you know what? We're going to do great. Uh, anyway, I'm going to let my players, I say my players, this is a GMless game. I'm not anything but the host. I'm going to let my friends here introduce themselves. And Elliot, do you want to start us off?
Yeah, thanks, Rain. My name is Elliot. I also go by Zhao Zhou, and my pronouns are he, him.
Where can we find you?
Oh, yeah, you can find me on Blue Sky at Elliot Tabletop. I'm really only on Blue Sky. I've joined the Twitter exodus, so I don't really go there anymore.
Fair, fair. All right, Lee.
No. My name
Okay.
is Lee. I go by they, he pronouns. I am here to cause mischief upon Rain's behalf. Teehee. You can find
Which
me
is
on
what
all
you
my.
do in every game.
Listen, you invite me to these things, you know the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
My poster scared me. I didn't. Her face frightened me. I was like, wait. You can find me on all my socials under Be Ghosty. If it's not Be Ghosty, it's probably not me. Allegedly. I don't know. For legal reasons, that is a joke.
Amazing. And Kundai.
Hey y'all, my name is Kundai. My pronouns are any all. You can find me under unsolicited, basically spelled without any of the vowels save the U on any of the socials. Oh, my pronouns. I already said. I'm sorry, any all. If I didn't say them.
You're good.
Words are
Nobody
hard.
here is anxious. Zero anxiety.
You have so many pronouns, you need to say it multiple times just to get all of
True.
them, you know?
True.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
took them from alternate dimensions. Like that's a lot of pronouns in the bag.
Yeah.
Put the pronouns in the bag right now.
Amazing. So, just a quick little thing before we get into this game and how you play and all that kind of fun stuff. Jack, the founder and CEO of Trans Empowerment Project, and I have been working on this for a little bit ever since we did our Pride fundraiser earlier in the year for TEP. We've just kind of been talking about wanting to do something like this just to bring some joy and have fun because even before recent events, uh, things are tough, being queer, trans people in the world. So we just want to have some fun and get away from all of that. Even more now. I'll just leave it at that since we do need to be nonpartisan here. But yeah, I really love this game. So, like I said, I got to play with the creator. They are fantastic. They are also a queer trans person and a person of color. I love it so much that I actually bought the physical copy of it. It's a very short. I mean, it's a tiny little thing. But I have run it a ton. I just think it's a lot of fun, and it's really really simple. All you need is a six-sided die, which I have my little. If I can figure out where the face is, my little rosy maple moth person dice by our friend Alana that I'm going to be using. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They made those for me, which was very sweet of them. And then you just need a deck of cards, which I'm going to be using my cards partially because they're see-through. It kind of gives me the sci-fi vibes. This is not a sponsored thing, but they're from Walmart. They were super cheap, so don't support Walmart, but
No.
they're cool for the vibes. Anyway, it makes it that much easier. But yeah, those are the two things that you need. That's not a whole lot to get into this game. There's no real character creation. We all came up with our character names, and because I'm not able to easily change my name, I'm just going to use my actual name for my character name because I'm just going to be all literal self-insert today. Yeah, but we'll go ahead and get into it. One of the things I usually like to do to start off with this, they have in Together Among the Stars, kind of an interplanetary travel mechanic, I guess. Basically, it's just a way of telling a story about like what you and your co-pilot crew, whatever, are doing as you are traveling along through space. I think we did all agree that we're just going to continue with the Space Ranger thing, which is what I had been doing previously. Does anybody want to do our first roll? If not, I can do it. It's fine.
I can do it. I like rolling dice.
Alrighty. So let me know what
Okay.
you get.
6.
A 6. Okay. So there are 3 different options on downtime. On a 5 or 6, we all share a meal together. It says ship's rations. I think that we can do whatever we want with that. It could be as fancy or not fancy as we want it to be. But what is the worst part and what is the best part of this meal?
The worst part is all of the food is just floating around, and like to drink the orange juice, you have to like kind of chase it a little bit because it's just like nebulous.
Do we have straws then for like juice?
The straws are floating too.
Oh, the straws are floating too. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So, again, we do not have to keep to the same kind of like concept and things that I had done previously, but being space explorers, I feel like we have to be sufficiently technologically advanced enough to, travel these vast distances in a reasonable amount of time. So I just imagine that, like, while everyone is sort of fighting with like the orange juice and the food and things like that, the space rain is like in the, I guess not really a boiler room, but like the equivalent, like the engine room, just like beating on the equipment. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know why the gravity's not working.
It's been like a week, Rain. It's really
Listen.
hard to drink things like this.
Listen, I have space ADHD, which is like ADHD, but worse because it's in space.
Look, Rain, if this keeps up, I'm gonna have permanent fish lips, man. Like,
Yeah, you don't want to give Arya permanent fish lips.
I
Look
don't
at
know.
that.
I think that'd be kind of funny. Like, I don't know.
Also, I mean, there are fish people out there who might be into that. So
You would exceed the beauty standards of space fish people.
not
How
just
does
fish
that make
people,
you feel?
space fish people.
Space fish people.
That's an important distinction. Okay.
Listen, that is the entire running joke of the whole like year that I ran this game. We had a space Waffle House, space UPS.
Oh my god, does the space
all
Waffle House close if there's a space hurricane?
No,
Oh,
they
Space
don't.
Waffle
That's the
House
whole
never
point
closes.
of a space Waffle House.
I
Yeah.
thought they would be smarter.
no,
Okay.
No, we literally found one inside of an active volcano.
That's
So-
different.
Yeah.
That's how they cook the hash browns, nice and crispy.
That's on brand.
That's how
Amazing.
they
Oh my gosh.
fuel. What do you mean? They can't just fuel off spite of the employees anymore. That's unethical labor.
Ooh.
We can't have unethical labor in our space opera. That's
We
for
also
sure.
cannot have floating orange juice anymore.
It's gotta stop. It's gotta stop.
I do need to know. What is the best part? We know the worst part. What is the best part?
I think we just got these hash browns at this space
we
Waffle
went and
House.
got hash browns at the
Yeah.
space Waffle House.
Amazing. But they're really hard to eat, so that's the second worst.
Listen, but they're delicious when we can eat them.
Mm-hmm.
You got me there. You got me there.
Spite and magma lava.
Oh no, not the magma lava again.
Listen, why'd you bring me to a volcano, Rain?
Yeah. There's some other
Can't
game
have,
history
can't
there.
have shit in Detroit. Can't have shit in Space Detroit.
We just talked about this a couple days ago. Anyway, so someone who is not me, please, and not Elliot, please roll the d6 again, and we will determine how many cards we're drawing for our first planet.
I'm down to
Which is
roll.
basically like, yeah, go for it.
Go.
Which the number of cards is basically like
I
how
got a
big,
four.
how many things that we find. No, you're good.
I got a 4.
Okay. I can count to 4 sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know,
Is that the ADHD or the gay? We'll never know.
it's those and the anxiety.
Why not both?
Because we have to pick a struggle. We can't have all of them right now.
Listen.
It's not true.
Listen, I can only have a certain amount of struggles a day. It's in my contract.
It's true. It's true. You know, Lee, you're the only one who hasn't rolled yet. So I'm going to let you roll our first discovery. So just roll your d6.
I got a 5.
5. Okay. Let me see. Where did that go?
Hoping for a space dog. Hoping for a space dog. Hoping for a space dog.
You know, you say that, and literally we adopted as many things as possible whenever I ran this, because I have a problem in TTRPGs with adopting everything. You can ask Kayla. She gives me a lot of crap for it. But she's not wrong. I do like to adopt things. And you said you got a 4?
I got a 5.
A 5. So we are resting. We land. We did decide that our ship is the Wentworth 877. You're welcome. I hope you all have that song stuck in your head now. So we land our ship and we are resting, reacclimating to gravity because we've had a little bit of time in just space. Even though we didn't need to have that, it's broken. Okay, I'll get it fixed eventually.
Shiz is drinking like just the blackest coffee, but is so happy because he can just put it in like a mug this time. Doesn't have to do this horrible like.
It doesn't have to be in a
situation. Yeah, sippy cup. Yeah.
So, Lee,
Mm-hmm.
or Yvette, our first discovery, we find, like I said, as we were resting, and we got the King of Hearts. And this is where it gets really fun. Hearts are ruins. It gives examples, which we do not have to at all stick to, but some of the examples it gives are mysterious obelisks, vine-covered temples, abandoned dwellings for people bigger than you, a wrecked spaceship, etc. And a king means it is floating in the air. So, please tell us a little bit about what kind of ruins we find floating in the air, Lee.
That's a great question. So, I feel like, because I think this would be funny for me, I want it to be like a really big, like Gothic-esque mansion that clearly looks abandoned, that is clearly for taller people, but it's got like, and instead of like spooky spider webs or whatever, it's just got like beware of cat signs that have clearly just rusted over time.
Okay. All right.
There's just a smell of like Fancy Feast, space Fancy Feast. It's more expensive than regular Fancy Feast, just so you know.
Oh, of course. And one of the things, it's not in the rules, but whenever I got to play this with, especially with the creator, they really like to just role play the heck out of this. Like, we don't need to just roll the dice and pull the cards. So I think Rain gets out and is like, cats? Really? Why is it always
What?
cats?
If it's just like what, you got a problem with cats?
Yeah, I'm really more of a dog person.
But they all deserve head scratches. All of them.
Okay, you got me there. You got me there.
Yvette's immediately trying to find a way into the large cat catacombs. Unintended.
Catacombs. Get out.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Arya's just reminiscing on all of the different types of cats that they miss back home.
I feel like I'm trying to throw Arya into the mansion.
Arya is excited. excited.
Yeah, wait, do you need help with that? Chisel help. You know, maybe 2-person job
okay.
here.
So
yeah.
you use his legs, and we'll just like swing them up.
I was like, how many legs do you have, Arya? Because this could get really funny. Really, like.
You know, actually, that's a really good question. When I've run this before, we always kind of defaulted to human, but
sorry.
Let's start with Kundai. Kundai, tell us a little bit about Arya. What do they look like? Are they human? Are they something else?
Arya is an elf. So I'm a humanoid. And Arya is like a space elf.
That's there's a heavy distinction.
Like
it's a different
But the funny part is I don't know I'm a space elf. So I just wander around wondering why everyone's not doing what is like happening in the books that I find that these other explorers have like left on my home planet. So but like Arya is like 5'8", and is kind of like a bigger build, but is like a gentle giant.
I love it. Lee,
George.
What about Yvette?
Teehee. This could go 1 or 2 in my McNut. Heard. So Yvette is a very gelatinous, like literally slime-esque individual. They have no like discernible like major features in terms of like looking humanoid. It literally just looks like they're talking to a very large slime. It just takes whatever form is near them. So right now I'm copying Arya and like Chiss's build to pick Arya up. I do, however, have 3 eyes. You can see like what appears to be the remnants of a heart, just like through.
Not your heart, but a heart.
Oh, I was gonna ask, is it yours?
Shh, don't worry about it. It doesn't beat. It's just kind of there. There's no blood. There's no muscles. There's no bones. You don't know how they're picking you up. They're probably about like 5'5", 5'6" right now, and they're just kind of like.
If you're like a goo, you could be any height you want to be.
I know. Don't worry. Don't worry.
When you said 5'5", I did think of like like an actual cube, so like 5 by 5 by 5. Like,
see, that's the default form.
Okay, yeah.
Being in random zero gravity, you just see Yvette hitting the ceiling, hitting the floor, like when you would do the Windows thing. And it goes, yeah, Yvette doesn't need to eat. Yvette just enjoys the like watching everyone else eat. It's literally like a slime. Like they just absorb it into their body. It just latches, like gone. Like it doesn't matter.
See, Lee, it's really funny because again, because I have a lot of history with this game, my character over time developed this like intense phobia of amoebas, and they kept showing up because all of my friends are jerks, and they kept being like, "Oh man, there's an amoeba." So it's really funny because Yvette is very much similar to that, but it's okay because Rain is a different character entirely.
Listen, I'm just here to new boot goof and throw Arya into the
Not the new boot goofing.
Listen, I'm constantly new boot goofing.
I believe that.
But yeah, Arya's like in the middle, like just trying to like throw, looking like Arya. They look like a gelatinous space elf right now.
Amazing. Elliot, what about Chiss?
I think Chiss probably looks basically like if Slenderman was like pitch black instead of pure white. So very like
Oz from
long.
Monster Prom.
I'm gonna pretend that I've played Monster Prom in any deep level. I know. But like very like it's still, like you've got like the two arms, two legs, and like a head, but everything's just way too long. And again, instead of being like white, it's like just pitch black. And like almost the sense of like where like his face is because he'll like turn and look at you and stuff, and presumably there's like a mouth because you can hear like noise coming from like a central location, but there's no actually defining features. I think except for when he does eat or drink, it's almost like the mouth just appears, um out of like nothingness, just like an opening appears and there's like teeth.
Wow, this sounds a lot like the spirit we ran into at Werewolf a couple days ago. But
wait, is Chiss wearing a
without the
suit?
boobs.
Oh, I do think I was actually gonna say I think it's very important to note. I think that Chiss wears extremely bright colors to avoid blending into like dark corners and like scaring people in accident. So like a lot of orange, like and yellows, just real bright colors.
Amazing. I have decided, because I did not know, I was just waiting to see what everybody else came up with. I think Rain is humanoid, but has, I can math, like 2 regular legs, and then 8 arms, because they are a crab person, because they've got a larger pair of like pincer hands, and then they've got 3 sets of arms, kind of in between their normal and their legs. So they're really great at repairs when they remember to do them. When
You
they
don't need a
get distracted.
toolbox. You just hold all of your tools. Like
Yeah, all at the
Just
same
like
time.
hand me a wrench, hand self wrench.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a chain, passing it along.
Do you have like pockets for each hand?
No, I just hold all of it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like Rain has the experience of like anyone who's ever worn women's pants or like knows about women's pants, how they don't have pockets or like pockets that can really hold anything. So they're very good at holding a bunch of things in one hand. Sorry, that was a little too real. I know.
No,
We're getting Rain a pocketbook. Tired of this.
Memories all alone in the moonlight.
I feel like Space Rain should learn what a fanny pack is. I think
That's what
I think
Space
this
Rain is
could
getting for their
change your
birthday.
life. Yeah, like
They're coming back in style in space in the
in
future.
space. Yeah.
They're specifically in galaxy pattern though. Like no other pattern matters.
Why would you need another pattern? It's the one and only.
One and only.
So Lee, you made this discovery.
Mhm.
I think we're gonna go in sort of reverse order. Whenever we make a discovery, because this is typically a 2-player game, the other player would roll to examine. They don't have to, but they can if they would like to. And Kundai, because you had rolled before Lee, if you would like to examine this creepy floating Gothic house with the cat signs and the fancy feast. Sorry, space fancy feast smell.
The smell of Space Fancy Feast specifically as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Listen, I'm getting tossed into it, so I'd like to know what's happening. So I'm a roll, okay? I'm a roll.
I think what happens is Yvette has your legs, and then Chiss is kind of grabbing you from like the collar almost, and is like, "All right, we're gonna, we're gonna throw you up there."
Yeah, that's like trying to balance out the height difference.
Yeah.
So you see like real tall, real small, real tall, real small. Like, hold on, stop moving. I can't
Our-
copy you.
Our space jetpacks broke, unfortunately, so we can't.
Those are also on Space Rain's to-do list.
Yeah.
No, listen, those are notoriously not good. That actually was a thing for us in previous games that they just kept breaking. And I love that things just continue to be the same way, even though I have not given you all of this backstory. It just keeps
No
happening.
context. None.
But yeah, so go ahead and roll.
I got a 5.
5.
And
So
Arya
you
is starting
get
to feel
tell us-
nauseous.
You get to tell us how this house changes in some way.
Oh crap. So while it smells a fancy feast and it's like gothic and stuff, we like a crack of like space lightning comes out of nowhere and like the top tower just like breaks off and then regrows.
Now it's
Oh.
got 2 towers. Do you think if we throw them in there, the lightning will hit them too? Should we be concerned about that? Space lightning does hit the same place twice.
Have you
It-
already thrown them? That's
It
the real
might be
question.
alive. Wait, don't throw me. It might be alive.
Oh,
It might be
okay,
alive.
hold
Wait,
on.
don't throw me.
Let's.
Yeah, that just immediately drops them.
You're hanging by Chiss's hand there, because I think he still got you. So it's just this dangling now.
I just go back to this like levitating cube form.
And I slowly put you down, and I kind of will look up at the, regrown tower and everything, and be like, "Well, you don't see that every day. I still think we should try to get inside, perhaps."
Hold on, I gotta put my eyes back in. I can't see anything right now.
Oh, hold on. Where'd they go?
They're in Rain's toolbox, I think, or one of Rain's claws.
I was gonna say, there's no toolbox.
Rain, get over here.
Rain just like has to pass the eyes along through their multiple.
Yeah, just like 3 little prosthetic eyes that just get absorbed into the gelatinous cube, and it's like pop, pop, pop. Like, oh. I mean, to be fair, if I did throw you, you were gonna make it in there. By like, your ankles would make it in there at least.
I can't hear you. I'm still working through not. Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second.
Can Chiss will like look at Rain and be like, do you have a vomit bag in there?
No, but I think I can get us up there. And you see that they just like start kind of messing with their boots, like 3 hands just kind of tinkering, and then they grab the 3 of you because they have multiple arms. So I think that they're probably a little bit larger than everyone, except maybe Chiss, maybe a little
She's
wider.
just tall, yeah.
Yeah. Rain is more
Slender
beefy.
Chiss, slender Chiss does whatever a slender Chiss does.
Amazing. But yeah, they just kind of grab the 3 of you and then like click their heels together, and the jet boots just take off, and we all just launch towards this house.
Much like a one of those like dudes outside of like the car wash, the like the wavy dudes. I think that's Chiss just
The wacky waving and
the
flaming
wacky wavy
thing.
dudes. Yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The dudes.
That just looks like what happens if you shake a Jello shot, just like making
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Oh, this is amazing.
just like the little like prosthetic eyes are just bouncing around.
So the real question here is, does Arya get sick at this point?
Yeah, total like rainbow cat everywhere. Yeah, but it's a literal actual rainbow. It's an actual rainbow.
I mean, you are a space elf, so that tracks.
Yeah.
That does not know there's a space elf.
Hey, friend, that's not normal.
What do you
long have
mean?
How long have you been like throwing up rainbows?
My entire life. All
Oh.
10,000 years.
That's also not normal.
What's it like
What
to
do you
have a mouth?
Well, I don't think I ever thought about that. I think it's. Let me think.
You just
Fun
well
and interesting.
for me, Yvette, when you need a mouth, you just think about how much you would like one, and then it just appears.
I can only do that if I steal like one of your forms, and that's like iffy. Very iffy.
But I think
Maybe
it's
you
not
need to
cool.
practice more. You're very good at stealing our forms. You just don't do it often.
No, why would I? I like being able to just float around from location to location. You people have legs. Those don't make sense to me. They're just kind of like wibbly wobbly, more so than I already am. Why would I want something that feels like a space baby?
What?
I guess
That's
you
what
just
you
get used to them. Yeah.
like. What happens if you lose one? Do they grow back?
Not
Mine
that I know of. I've never tried cutting off one of my legs.
You see Rain's just like got a claw really close to your leg and just pulls it away like wasn't
Your vet
anything.
still can't see. Their eyes are still floating around right now from Mach speed.
Arya's still trying to figure out how to explain a mouth.
But
And-
I also agree. I don't think it's normal you throw up rainbow cats. What color is the cat?
It's gray sometimes, and other times it's purple, and then
Where does-
sometimes it's yellow, and sometimes it's green, and then sometimes
Where the
it's
hell does
blue.
the cat come from?
I don't know. I asked that council of elders, and they were like, "Do not question the wisdom of our anatomy." And
You
I
think
was
the
like,
council-
"Okay."
How many cats are in there? Are you imprisoning cats? Do they inject you with cat serum? Do you just like form the? Do you lay eggs?
In the arms of an angel starts playing, and Arya contemplates their entire existence. Am I imprisoning cats? What mode of cruelty is this? I who love cats, only to be snapped out of the realization that they still don't know how to explain mouth.
We just cut to a commercial break.
Do you or a
For
loved one
space-
lost a mouth from mesothelioma? Space mesothelioma? You
Call
can't-
877.
Just that. Not the
Just
rest of
that,
them.
yeah.
No other
Yeah.
numbers. Come straight to the ship. And then we're all very confused and chaotic.
What is that? That's normal though.
You got me there. You got me there. All right, so we have gotten up to this house. What happens once we're up there?
Can we find a way inside? Let's the doors. Well, it's an old Gothic house, so I think that the doorway is perfectly chest-sized, which is to say that it's quite tall. um, you know, uh, he'll kind of go up to the front door, and there's a big, space brass knocker on it in the shape of a space lion, which is just like a normal lion, but looks slightly cooler.
Right.
And
Galaxy.
yeah, it's galaxy
Spark-
pattern. It's also
It's
galaxy pattern. No,
sparkly.
yeah,
It's just
sparkly.
covered in so much glitter.
And I think Chiss will like raise it and then kind of stop and look at the others and be like, "We should knock first, right? That's polite."
Rain just
Arya agrees.
goes on the door.
Oh, and then I'll also hit the knocker just to really emphasize the point here.
Yeah, that's like doors are also a strange concept, much like legs.
Arya's just waiting to see what happens and hopes that the owner does not happen to be Baba Yaga. Because Arya reads way too many like fairy tales, way too many.
I mean, it
I
could
mean,
be
if it
Baba
is,
Yaga.
just evaporate yourself like I do.
Well, I mean,
You can evaporate?
because that's
Yeah,
on
can
Earth.
you-
Like this is space Baba Yaga, totally different.
It
Like
turns
good
into a-
different or bad different? Like, are we like SOL or like are we about to have like a tea party? Like,
I
I
feel
mean,
like it depends. I feel like the Tea Party business hours are Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Or Space Tuesdays, Space Thursdays, which
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
They're
Of course.
progressively longer.
Oh, it sounds awful. Why would you do that to us?
It could be Monday. Would you rather be Monday, right?
no.
You got me there. Yeah, I think after both of us kind of knock on this door in our various ways. I think because it is this gothic house, the door just creaks open. But Rain looking in is like, it's a warm breeze coming out of there. And some weird decorations. I think that's a mouth.
Can Chis will not go in all the way, but just stick his head in. And he's got a very long neck, so still several feet into the foyer, or what would be a foyer. In
I
a
just
normal
imagine
house.
like a slinky neck, like it's just like it
I'm
pulls
thinking-
apart and extends.
Admittedly, I'm thinking more like if you take Play-Doh, or like gum,
my
and
God.
when
Stretch
it stretches,
Armstrong.
it's a little bit like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
not like as
you're
dramatic, but
you're just a creepy Stretch Armstrong.
yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, there's like this humidity that kind of hits him, and he'll kind of pull back and be like, "That's odd. It's quite
Probably
warm in
smells
there."
awful too.
It smells like Space Fancy Feast, which is pretty awful.
But expired for sure.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Well, what's in there? My eyes are still spinning.
That's the
Mm,
thing. It's like very dark.
I'm still pretty sure that's a mouth.
Why would there be a mouth in there? Again, I don't understand the concepts of mouth.
Mm,
Wait, is it like a mouth floating in space, or there's just like a huge gigantic like Rocky Horror like show mouth just
no,
floating?
kind of what I'm picturing is like,
I picture
As the
Monster
doors
House where the
open-
house is alive.
yeah,
Oof.
like behind the door there
Yeah.
is a like hidden mouth.
Okay, so Arya picks up a random space object that looks like a space rock and throws it at what looks like the uvula of this mouth.
It
To see if
definitely
it's
starts
alive.
coughing.
Oh, it's like we're by the door, like, oh, that's
Yeah.
nasty. Oh,
Yvette just kind of floating there with no idea what's really going on.
cover
Alright.
your mouth, like.
This wouldn't be a problem if people
And
didn't have
y'all wanted
mouths,
to
I
throw
guess.
me in here. And y'all wanted to throw me in here.
Not
To be
Well,
in
you
fair,
could have said no.
I did not have my eyes in.
They were just gonna throw you up here, not in here. We didn't know there was
Yeah,
a
we
mouth.
were gonna throw you in the door mouth thing. Just like I guess on the double chin pedestal that is stairs.
Meanwhile,
really
Rain
confusing.
has their like, not Apple Watch, but the space equivalent of an Apple Watch.
The Spapple watch.
Yeah, exactly. Their Apple Watch, and they've called the ship over, and they're like, "Yeah, we should probably just go."
You think I could
Is
copy
there
it?
any? It's
The
quite
house?
big.
You could make like a doghouse.
Mm. No, I don't want to do that. I want to be a giant monster house with teeth. That's no fair. I don't want to be a tiny dog house with teeth.
I mean, maybe. How old are you?
Old.
Well, maybe when you're more old, it'll be big like the house.
Don't you know to not ask a gelatinous being their age? That's rude.
I was gonna make the same joke. Damn it.
Just because I don't have a mouth, it doesn't.
Rain's already on the ship. Like, okay, yep, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm working on something.
Why don't you work on fixing the gravity?
Can't hear you. Sorry.
You'll hear me when I attach. You know what? I'm just gonna. You just see like Yvette immediately like swallow Rain's head. There's just a gelatinous cube now on Rain's head
Yeah.
with
But it's
three
like-
just rotating prosthetic eyes inside of the
Yeah.
slide.
I feel like it's like a balloon though, because it just like inflates Yvette and then deflates as they,
Yeah.
I guess, inhale.
Does it? I have to like. Is it? For you, Yvette, like if you stick your hands in something acidic, you feel like a tingle, right? Like if or whatever. Is it like that? Like is there some kind of weird side effect by
That
being
that
engulfed?
that is a thing that Yvette can do, but Yvette usually it just feels like you're sticking your hand in kinetic sand at the moment.
Okay.
Lee, I have to ask, because nobody here plays characters that are based on themselves. Is Yvette allergic to shellfish?
No, I hate you. Don't talk to me. I
Rain
angry.
the crab is a
Listen,
shellfish.
I literally told Rain this yesterday. I was like, I will die for some shrimp scampi right now. I got an EpiPen. I will just let
Oh.
it happen.
Mm.
We're not doing that though.
Now my
Anyway,
partner will yell at me as they eat their
Yeah.
lobster roll in front of me. Rude ass.
monster. What a monster.
Probably watching, going, I'm gonna get yelled.
With that, Elliot, do you want to make our next discovery roll, please?
Yeah. Oh, no, go. Hold on. I know how to roll dice. That's another 5.
Another 5. Okay. So once again, we are resting, which, again, we don't have to keep with the same things, but previously, we always said that it was like the night crew. Like we were just like not actually doing anything. It was just nighttime. We were probably taking a nap, goofing off, because it's what overnight does, right? They don't actually work that hard, except they do. That's
Depends on the
Anyway.
night shift.
yeah. But yeah, I think that we're probably on the night shift again, at least this time. And what we find is another ruin. We've got the 9 of hearts. So hearts again are ruins, and 9 is deep underground. So tell us about what kind of ruin we find underground, and also probably how we know that it's there.
So I think that after our misadventures with the floating ruins, we kind of take a step back and we're like, okay, guys, like, let's do something different. And we, as you know, we're a spacecraft, but we're built for exploration. So we would have some kind of sensors, I imagine, to like, see what's hiding on like the surface of a planet or underground in a planet.
Mhm.
And so we find these like, some kind of old structure that's now underground, and we find a tunnel heading towards it.
Yeah. So as we go down this tunnel, what kind of ruins are they?
It's very old. Let's see. And Chis has like a tablet of some kind, like a digital tablet that he can like put notes on and stuff like that.
Oh, I was
Um,
imagining like a Pokédex.
oh no, that'd be good. It could look like a Pokédex, maybe. It looks like a Pokédex, so it
Yeah.
opens up. Like this sort of build. It looks like it's some kind of brick, quite nicely laid for something that's no longer functional. It's just like a long tunnel. We're just like walking down this tunnel, and looking down. I think Chis would notice, and I think Yvette probably feels because you have to kind of slide across the ground, right? Or do you float all the time?
I can slide or float. It really
Okay.
depends.
If you're sliding, then which would be up to you. Maybe you can see there's like two divots in the ground, equally
Yvette
spaced.
actively falls in one.
Well,
big a
careful
divot's a cup?
there. Well, for Yvette could probably fall into anything, admittedly, because by the nature of your non-Newtonian fluid body. But probably no more than like 4 or 5 like inches.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
have just floated back up. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yvette
We're
is
just going
like,
down this tunnel.
cuddle. Just like help. I don't like it here.
Are the 2 divots worth investigating or nah?
I think we probably definitely are checking them out, and so just be like, Arya, do you see anything here?
No, I thought it was mad cool that Yvette like fell right in and like popped out. It's pretty cool, but I'm wondering like, is there like more to this? I feel like I see because Arya, because Arya's an elf, Arya has like dark vision or night
Yep.
vision. So Arya, I see there's like another like smaller entrance further down.
You want me to fall in that too?
I mean, if you want to.
Meanwhile, Rain's like, hey,
I ain't gonna stop you. I don't know if you have fun.
Rain's like, hey, Yvette, can I try something real quick? Can I like boop your head for science?
Do you want like like an actual head, or where my alleged head should be?
The top of your self.
Which side? I am a cube.
The up.
I feel like Yvette just like spins 180 degrees and then stops like instantly and is like, okay.
So Rain is going to attempt to dribble you like a basketball.
I feel like Yvette is just kind of like confused because they just naturally bounce back up from things. So it's just kind of happening. And Yvette's like, what is happening? What is...
I heard that on this really dumb planet, they had this game where they would just bounce a ball. That was the whole game.
But why? How would you win the game?
I don't think they did.
Oh, you're talking about Space Jam.
Yeah, Space Jam. Yeah. I love that
Isn't
game.
that what you just put berries in and squish them?
I think so. I think there's something about like
Why would they
one
name a ball
team
after
bigger than
a
other
food?
team, but then there was a lot of stuff going on. I don't know how they win. But at the end of the day, the rabbit win. That's all I remember.
What's a rabbit?
I think the ball was full of berries.
What is a
Oh,
rabbit?
maybe that's how they squish it. They just
Uh,
have to keep hitting the ball with like berries on the ground. Okay, first one to get jam wins. Okay,
Now I want to go to Space Waffle House. I'm hungry.
you're always hungry.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, this is amazing.
We even
This is
ordered
very
you extra.
Just is gonna look up like rabbit on his tablet, but there's no signal down here.
Arya completely forgot that they were thinking about what a rabbit was.
Do rabbits
I-
also have mouths?
I don't know.
Or not. I think because Chist doesn't have signal, Rain has just started trying to like imitate the computer voice, and is just saying absolute nonsense. Like none of it
Oh,
makes
goodness.
sense. They're not actually complete sentences, just like gibberish.
Rain, are you all right over there?
Yeah, you should probably get your computer looked at though. It sounds like it's broken.
Yeah, I think it is broken. I sat on it the other day, and you can see there's like a crack down the screen.
Yvette just like takes the tablet and just eats it. So you just see it kind of like there's bubbles for a second, and then they spit it back
Oh.
out, and the glass is fixed.
Oh, thank you.
Cool.
Yvette's our tech support. Their
Yvette-
IT.
Yvette just fixes things. Yvette doesn't need to be like actually punching nothing in. You can't trust the one with no hand.
That tracks.
No understanding of hands, I should say. They can give themselves hands, but whether or not they know what to do with them is different.
They're just very confused about what to do with their hands at all times.
Except to throw Arya. That is the one exception.
You got me there. You got me there. Yvette, would you like to examine these ruins and see what you can
Yes.
find? All right.
5.
5. Wow.
Why couldn't I roll this during literally Magical Girls? This is buffoonery. I hate it here.
You're still just mad because you couldn't find the volcano to throw the giant Voltron robot at.
volcano.
So yes, it is the same thing. So you get to tell us how the feature changes in some way. So how does this ruin change as we're exploring it? Which is
I feel
not
like the farther we go down and the more we're talking, I feel like the ruin starts to mimic our voices.
oh no.
Mm,
And at first it's like just like repeating like just little things like what or the is, and we're just all turning thinking we're hearing something. And then when we turn to like go down a corridor, because Ari's like, I think I heard something, and just turns, there is just a spitting image of Sis just standing in front of them. But it's not Chiss at all.
Are
Just-
we in another mouth?
Chiss, you got a cousin or a twin?
No, I don't think so. And Chiss will reach out with a gangly arm and like go to like poke whatever this thing is in front of him. I think as Chiss raises his arm too, like the thing like mirrors it back, right? So it's the two forms like reaching to like touch in the middle.
Is one of them a bearded man in the sky?
No, unfortunately. Fortunately, I'll let you decide. I think when when their fingers touch in the middle, the tunnel shakes a little bit.
I think we're in another mouth.
It doesn't smell like Fancy Feast, Space Fancy Feast.
Not every mouth smells like Space Fancy Feast.
I don't know. I can't smell. I'm just going based off what y'all say.
If you don't know what smell, well, So when you said the other day that you liked the candle that I lit,
Oh, I had already taken your form, so I technically had a nose for the time being. I can have duller senses if I take your form, but if I'm like this, then no.
I thought you were going to say you tasted it already.
I definitely thought we were going with eating it. This is also funny though.
No, taste is the one thing I can't replicate, unfortunately.
Okay, interesting.
Rain did take a bite out of it.
I watched Rain take a bite out of it.
That's why it had that weird pattern in it.
I tried to fix it. It didn't work.
It's all right. It's all right.
So I put almond butter in there and hoped for the best.
Space almond butter.
Yeah.
It was big space almond butter, name brand.
Name brand. Kirkland almond butter.
Space Kirkland, big space almond butter.
No, it's just still called Kirkland. They actually just have like
they just have copyright.
They have copyright.
Yeah. Kirkland actually originated in space. Came to
that
Earth
would explain a lot, honestly. I'd accept that.
They know what they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as the tunnel shakes once, and then Chiss would be like, "Yeah, maybe we should go."
Yeah, I think Rain's already like headed back up.
What happens if what do you think would happen if you ate it?
Rain runs back, grabs Yvette.
Yvette's just like, what do I do? Why am I being picked up? I can float on my own. Been floating since before your great grandparents were conceived.
Well, maybe I just wanted to play Space Jam some more.
Fine. And Yvette just forms like a very small ball-esque form.
Yvette, Lee, can Yvette transform into fruit specifically, or like fruit-like shapes, or no?
They would have to be around it enough because it's not like I can instantly. I have.
We
to
don't keep fruit on the
watch.
ship.
Oh,
I have.
We all have scurvy right now. Yeah.
Space scurvy.
Space scurvy.
It's just space paint going. We got scurvy.
oh Lord.
Yvette
And this
would
is
have to
why I love
study
this
it.
game so much. It's just so ridiculous.
We're looking for the space Northwest Passage, and we're all going to die from space scurvy. I'm so sorry
Yeah.
to.
Oh no.
no.
It's the Space Oregon Trail. We got dysentery.
Oh. Oh my
We
goodness.
starve to death because everything's still
Oh my
floating.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Rain is fine.
Arya's worst nightmare, not having lunch.
Yes.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. That is terrifying.
It is a mood.
Yeah.
In me the every avenue we go down, we gotta like leave. I want to explore. It's what I came for. I left against my father's will to come explore.
What's it like having a father? What is that?
Oh my
We're gonna get real deep now.
So tell me.
Just puts on like another set of glasses.
Gotta get the special glasses.
Puts on another set of blue light glasses.
Puts blue light glasses on top of the blue light glasses for the blue light glasses. I
Amazing.
don't understand how your species creates you. Are y'all not made from the planet?
No.
Oh,
No.
Depends on how you ask.
That part. But see, how I was made is when one elf loved another elf. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
I feel like Yvette immediately takes your form and is like eyeballs and like all three eyes intensely staring.
Rain
Arya-
just taking notes with a couple of their arms.
You
Arya
can't just
proceeds
start-
to share the lore. Proceeds to share the lore of how elves are created. But it is in a way that is beyond imagination or understanding. Therefore, third person narrative voice about it.
Yvette looks more confused than when they started.
That tracks.
And the best part is the transfer.
So
Mid pregnancy.
And with that, we'll move on to our next discovery. As
Yvette has
mentioned,
had their world rocked right now. Like
having
Yvette is
reeling.
existential crisis.
Yvette's like, are y'all just seals?
Pretty much, yeah. It's a great time.
I'm definitely a crab, but so continuing along our reverse order here, going from right to left, I would be the next discoverer, and I again am gonna get a 6. So we're gonna spot this as we are resting. We're just not really working very hard, just kind of goofing off.
Listen,
it's actually why
we're
they
chilling.
sent us out here and we keep finding mouths is because we're all like the non-critical exploration.
Oh no, we're the red shirts.
You know, we haven't died like yet, but like
They expect us to. This is
Give
why
it
we
time.
get
Give
hazard
it time.
pay.
yeah.
All right. So this discovery, we got a different suit this time. We got the 4 of spades. So it's been a minute. I don't remember what all these things are now. Spades
Can't
are
believe they're
natural.
all memorized, but
Listen. When I played this every week for like a year straight, I still did not remember. It was actually kind of embarrassing with the creator because they were just like, "Oh yeah, it's this." Like, I knew that.
I knew the
It's
language
okay.
you speak.
So spades are natural phenomena. The examples it gives are crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds, rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious metals, etc. And 4 is in a steep canyon. So I think we come out of this cave, but we're not in the place where we came in, even though we're pretty sure it's the same exit, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
And then we're just like on the precipice of this large canyon. And it is just full of a myriad of different colored crystals.
huh. And Chiss kind of smacks their tablet a bit. Is like, okay, and starts taking photos. Very awkward tourist, style.
Do you have like the camera that's like got the cable around your
No,
neck
it's
and
with
everything?
the tablet, so it's the full like taking the photo on the iPad, like holding it up.
I have secondhand embarrassment IRL
Chiss
right
is
now.
the one who needs the fanny pack. Yvette's gonna go eat a crystal.
I think when you go and touch this crystal, it's not like a bad reaction, but there's like a spark, like a tingling, like a less intense static shock. Like you just start to kind of tingle.
You just see the form that is like shaped like Arya's just start wiggling, like like the electricity, like the current is just channeling through them with no outlet out.
Arya pulls out their sketchbook and starts sketching the scene. Yeah.
Chiss, how much battery life do you have on your tablet?
Looking at it, that is 21%.
I go to poke the tablet and it's charging for the
Yeah.
electricity
Oh.
current.
22, 23. That's a fast charger. You're a fast charger. We should do this again.
You
could
have
even
to
say
take one
they're
of
a
those
lightning
crystals,
charger.
apparently.
Can I yeah.
No, it's just like as like your battery goes up, the like wiggling of the form just progressively slows down.
Yeah. I do want to, maybe not while I'm like holding the tablet, so I'm not like daisy chained with Yvette. Basically, I am going to touch a crystal, and I think I do get a shock as well. Like, ooh, but it's not going through me the same way that it was going through your gelatinous form. This is an interesting discovery. This could be very well studied, and it's a very interesting natural phenomenon. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this.
Yvette's just like, you think they'll come study it, or you think we'll find another mouth?
Arya looks at Yvette very sharply and says, "Please, no more mouths."
Again, still don't understand the concept of them.
Well, even if it is a mouth, then maybe they could study the mouth.
A
And then
mouth
maybe
full
they'll
of
be.
crystals.
That sounds like teeth. Should we be in here?
Yeah.
To be fair, we're
Is
not.
there?
We're just like looking down into this canyon.
Mhm.
This is one mouth we haven't gone into.
Yet.
It doesn't have to be a mouth. We can still make it not a mouth. This is up to us. I think Chiss is just kind of like on the tab. And unfortunately, in my head, there's basically this like glorified Google form that like we're supposed to fill out when we go to places, and I think it's Chiss's job. I've decided. Yvette can't do it because they don't have any fingers, so it makes it difficult. And then,
Yvette could have
yeah.
fingers, but I don't
Yvette
think
could,
Yvette knows how they work like that. So I feel like trying to type, their hands would just dissolve back into
Also, like the touch screen requires a certain amount of like body
like
heat,
pressure.
Yeah.
So Chiss will take the tablet back. Oh no, Chiss leaves the tablet either on or like
On the charger.
on you, basically, and is using is like tapping away at it while you're still holding it.
You can tell when Yvette's running out of energy. The like wiggles
The
just
wobbling
stop,
stops,
and then just touches the crystal again.
Ooh, 63%. Okay, we just need a few more minutes. Rain and Arya, have you found anything?
Arya is still sketching.
Okay.
At this point,
Good.
I was gonna say at this point, Vivaldi's Spring is playing in their head.
Space Vivaldi Spring.
Yeah, yeah.
Space Vivaldi Spring.
So it's like the techno remix.
Sorry.
I would listen to that. Here's the thing. Don't.
Right.
I would listen to that. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
you think the space music videos just go directly if you put like earphones in or whatever the equivalent would be? It just like plays the music behind your eyeballs.
I mean,
Yes.
That would be so cool.
it doesn't
So it's
have-
just galaxy print music, but
You're killing me, Lee.
stuff as I have.
Rain goes over and like you see that they are just like juggling some of these crystals, and it doesn't seem to affect them in the same way. But then they come over and like get a little, not in your personal bubble, Aria, but like close enough that they could see sort of what you're doing, and accidentally shock the crap out of you.
Ah! Yo, what happened? You were just touching
Uh,
them and it bother you.
I guess it just like built up on me.
Are you a conduit?
A conduit for what?
Pondering their entire life now.
I think just a conduit for electricity and electrical current. I think.
I think you sent Rain into a crisis.
Just dissociate so hard.
Oh,
We're never
there we
getting
go.
the gravity fixed in the spaceship.
We're-
Look what you did, Arya. We were so close to having the gravity fixed.
You know, I could just eat it and hope for the best.
But what if that didn't work? It didn't work on the jetpacks.
To be fair, the jetpacks are like icky. They
Well, that's
don't
fair.
like they don't. It's got like a weird pressure in when you do it, and I don't like it.
Also, being a gelatinous creature, I feel like you're either plastered against it the entire time, or you're like slowly dripping out as the jetpack is going.
Yeah, I feel like Yvette has gotten caught in like the gas turbines more than once.
Oh.
It just does not fuck with the jetpacks. Like, will avoid it at all costs. It's like I don't want to go through the fuel line again. Okay, I'm not doing this again.
That's why the jetpacks are broken.
Yeah.
Yvette broke them. They're never going to admit it.
Maybe we could try to like crush the crystals down and then use that to
You would
create
have
some
to
sort of
touch
energy
it, though.
source. And I'm scared to touch because I got shocked.
Meanwhile, Rain has
Well,
like a bushel full in their arms.
Yeah, if only we knew someone who could touch the crystals without being hurt. Like, it's a little uncomfortable for me.
Arya
it's
sees
totally-
Rain with all those crystals and starts running in the opposite direction.
I feel like Yvette does like a grab at your like shoulders and is like, "No, we're developing your electrical resistance."
Sorry, a
don't think that's
Pokemon?
how
Yeah, like
I feel like to Yvette, everything is a Pokemon.
A space Pokemon.
Pokemon.
I think that Rain has like one hand free, and then just reaches up to their Spapple watch, and calls the ship over, and then just like dumps all these crystals in there. You see that they go into the engine room. And they just like poke a couple things. They're like, hey, the gravity's fixed.
oh.
Give me the orange juice, please.
We don't have any more because when you did, you licked it off the ceiling.
Can you blame me? It's delicious.
I
Delicious.
don't
you tell
have
me.
a mouth.
Wait, but how are you? Then again, you can evaporate. So
The only way I'm able to produce words is solely because I am able to turn sound that is around me into things you can understand.
How does
Arya's
that work
mind.
Real quick before we move on, Chis, do you want to examine these crystals at all anymore?
I'll be real. I think we examined these crystals quite thoroughly.
Yeah, absolutely. With that, then, Arya, would you like to roll for our next discovery, which is our last card for this planet, which in theory means it's the last thing of note on this planet.
I got a 6.
We're just not going to work hard at all this entire time.
That's why we're here again, as aforementioned.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's the night crew coming
I
back.
feel like Yvette has, while everyone's vibing, has taken like a jukebox and swallowed it. So now it's just like it's just you just see bass ripples like you would if like someone's car is jacked.
Oh yeah.
While Yvette is just vibing.
I think Chiss's head just kind of nods in time, like,
Arya's trying to find a light source because Arya's wondering that if they take a flashlight or some sort of light source, if it'll be a disco ball effect.
Ooh.
If they pointed Yvette. With consent, of course.
I feel like if you put one of the crystal, like a fragment of the crystal inside Yvette and they just start spinning.
But it won't be Arya who puts it there because Arya is scared.
You're not getting your
That's
disco
fair.
ball until you pick up the crystal.
Oh, don't worry. Rain has already
Damn
found
it, Rain.
the biggest crystal. So there's more crystal than Yvette at this point.
I feel like Yvette just expands around the crystal and forcibly crushes it down.
Oh.
Yeah,
interesting.
initially it's like a membrane over it, and then you're just no, like you're just crushing a soda can or something.
Mhm. That's
So-
how my people fought in war.
And that's why my last character was terrified of your people.
I think that's justifiable. I think simply I understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have unintentionally made a threat.
So Arya, your discovery, we got the 5 of spades. So we have another natural phenomena. Just as a reminder, we don't have to use the examples it gives, but it does give the examples of crystal formations, mirages, vividly colored lightning, strange clouds, rocks eroded in strange shapes, veins of precious metals, etc. And 5 is in a treetop, which is always, I have made this complaint numerous times, one of the hardest prompts for me to think of, because when it's a ruin in a treetop, I'm like, that's a very limited number of things it could be. But this is natural phenomena in a treetop.
Treetop. So we had started to walk, and then out of nowhere there's kind of a jungle situations happening, and there is a gigantic space sycamore that has these stairs carved into it that go to the
Ooh.
very top of it. Arya walks up and starts knocking on the wood, wondering if it's real and wondering who carved these stairs as we're walking up the stairs. When we
Now,
get
question.
yes.
These stairs, are they spaced out for humans, or are they spaced out for something bigger or smaller?
Bigger. For something bigger.
Are they spaced
not
out because we're in space?
No, Arya doesn't know, but I speculate that they might be sorry. Arya doesn't know, but I think they might be spaced out because there's a certain missing people, lost people, probably about Chiss's size, if not a little bit bigger. They just have a bigger gate. It's not that it's spaced out like this, it's spaced out vertically.
So
Very
what is in the treetop?
And when we get to the treetop, it's just it's just so dense that we can walk on it very easily. However, if Yvette's not careful, Yvette sometimes almost falls through the canopy. But there's also tons of clouds, and there's these flying creatures that we can't really see in the distance.
Okay, interesting.
Yvette just falls through the canopy. Fuck!
Now, I think Chiss is keeping an eye on you, because this has been a problem before. Every time we go over a bridge or something, I feel one of us has to keep an eye out for you.
Because it's always a rope bridge. There's never
always a
a
rope bridge.
solid bridge.
It's always a rickety rope bridge. I'm tired of this.
Exactly. Yeah, always a rickety rope bridge.
Yeah, it's
Stone
just
is more
determination.
effective.
Yeah. It's just discrimination against slime people, plain and simple.
It's not
This
space
is how
ADA
they stopped
compliant.
us in the war.
Yeah, you got a point, Aria. It is not space ADA compliant at all.
This was a war tactic. We couldn't we couldn't get across the bridges.
It's like Daleks and stairs, but
Yeah.
Stop, because now I'm gonna think of the Cybermen versus the Daleks, and I can't go back in there again.
oh, but you can.
You know what you're great at? What? Dying.
So good, so good. Lee, I'm now gonna bully you into playing in Doctor Who because I keep
Please God,
Right,
because
that happens.
as soon as you do, I gotta go watch the rest, and I don't want to cry. I don't even know where I am. I'm watching it with my partner, and I'm sad about it because I'm just sitting here going, "You know so many things, and you know what's gonna hurt me."
Mhm.
I hate
I think that Rain is going to do some examination because they're very curious. Speaking of, they're in the chat.
it. Oh God, I have been exposed. Don't know too much.
Yeah, they said you just met Matt Smith.
Ah, yes.
Yeah,
I'm still
which
mad.
is a solid doctor for sure. So I got a 6 on my examination, which does something. Oh, we keep getting the exact same things. This is how it changes in some way. I think as we are mostly walking or being carried or floating along these treetops, they start to change color with our footsteps, and it just like radiates out like ripples on water through the leaf systems.
Do they change every time we like step down, or is it just like we step down once and it changes like permanently?
No, it like with every step, it just kind of makes those ripples and they get spread out. And then eventually it seems like they kind of, for lack of a better term, die off.
You guys keep stepping. I'm gonna take a video of this. And Chiss has the iPad again. The not iPad, the tablet is taking a video.
It's the Spapple pad.
The Spaffle pad, yeah.
Arya just runs around because he loves the fact that the colors keep changing, so he just keeps running around in circles.
I'm just sitting on Arya's head because I don't want to fall through the canopy again.
Arya makes sure to try to have some semblance of holding Yvette for
No, I'm
from falling.
suction cup to your head. I'm not.
Okay,
falling.
cool, because I'm running real fast.
I feel like I have slowly like descended into like shifting from your head to your shoulder, so it looks like it's a cape, and I'm just bellowing in the breeze as you
But
run.
what about the knees and toes?
No.
Also,
Put those grippers away.
Also for science, I need to know, Arya, are you doing the Naruto run for speed, or are you just
Oh.
Everyone knows it's more aerodynamic.
This is a very important question.
Yes, I am doing the Naruto run. I'm definitely doing Naruto run. Like a
Chiss definitely has
5-year-old.
a video of this. Yeah.
Yvette is like humming the fucking Bluebird fucking Naruto intro, Space Bluebird.
I did not realize just how much all of us would have in common, but I love it.
I'll make it controversial. I hate Sasuke. No.
Oh, no, you
No.
didn't.
I will say it again. I'll say it with my whole chest. I'll say it again. That duck butted ass looking back.
We spend the next hour talking about Naruto. Space Naruto.
That's why we're here, right?
Naruto.
I mean, really though, it was
The
Sparks.
better version of Boruto. Just
Oh Lord, please don't start that discourse, please.
So I think that Rain probably does not understand what's going on because I think that the crab people only see in black and white. So they're just like, what? Why is everybody freaking out? Why are you all acting so weird?
Oh, you know those things you're talking about, the colors that we were talking about?
Yeah. Gray, 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 dark gray.
Right. The other color, the colors that we perceive, they are
Black.
changing.
Black. Got it.
Right. Well, if there was something between black and white and gray, there's things between all of those.
Light gray, dark gray. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Arya is incredibly intrigued, so Arya steps on a spot and says, "What color is that for you?"
Gray.
Okay, steps on a different one that's a little bit darker and higher in contrast. What color is that for you?
Still gray.
Then runs a little bit further because I remember there was like a spot that was specifically very vibrant red to them, and says, "What is this color?"
I think that they know, just for like the scale from like white to black. I think they're the hex codes for the different colors.
Mhm.
They know the exact number for each shade of gray. So they just like tell you the string of like letters and numbers.
While Kundai would know that, Arya does not know that. But Arya feels like Arya has definitely developed a better understanding of rain.
Yeah, they don't even see the ripple. Like it just blends in enough that they're just like, no, it's kind of all gray.
My eyes are still spinning. Everything is a swirl.
Let's keep going and maybe we can find the cause and the source of this rippling. Rain, you'll just have to believe us that something's happening.
Yes, I'll just believe it.
Exactly.
You know what?
We are fighting dreams.
Na, 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 na.
I couldn't help it. I had to. So we are out of cards for this planet. So if we do want to resolve this, that is entirely on us as the 4 co-GMs. So you guys tell each other, tell the world.
Who is leading, going towards the, like, I would assume the edge of the tree canopy?
Not it.
I think wasn't it who pulled the card?
Not me.
Oh, who made this ruin scenario?
Yeah, the discovery was you.
It was
Yep.
Okay,
you.
yeah.
Okay. No, yeah.
Like you were leading. You zoom.
Okay. So I'm sorry. When you say resolve, what do you mean?
Oh, just they're wanting to figure out what is like causing all of this or the source of it.
Oh, so as we keep walking and Arya's still hopping around because they're still fascinated by the colors, we eventually stumble upon this like nest. And inside the nest we start crawling. Like it's a big nest, a huge nest. Like it's not like it's bigger than Chase, bigger than Rain. And so we crawl up and we look into the center of the nest, and in the center of the nest there is a mysterious flower that clearly does not have any roots that are attached to the ground. It's an air root flower. And that flower is literally like beneath the base of its petals, there's just like darkness because it's literally just eating up all the light.
Well, you don't see that every day.
I'm
So
just
it's-
waiting for it to
it's-
say feed me Seymour.
No more mouths. No more.
No.
How do you say it this time? I am innocent. Is it so? It's just taking all the colors.
It's literally eating light. Like it's like eating light at such an exponential rate that the area beneath the flower is just like pitch actual darkness. Like, yeah.
Like we're about to get sued by the person who owns the rights to Vantablack.
What is that?
Oh,
the
God.
color? Possibly, yes, but it's actually giving black hole
I
black.
thought we were going to talk
It's
about the
not-
makeup brand who just made like the paint as the
A makeup brand made paint?
No, so like they had like a color line, and their darkest shade was like paint leveled black, like what you would box dye your hair, not like melanin. So the color of your headphones,
Mm,
Interesting.
that
like
could be
there was no
for contour.
undertone, like at all. It's like what you would paint a black room. So
Oh, so it
having like a
wasn't even.
brown or a yellow undertone, it was just black, just solid black.
So it wasn't even like a darker shade to compensate people who have dark colors. It was just to be like, we're trying to make the blackest black just to
Mhm.
do it. Okay.
But they said it was a foundation.
You know, it could be a foundation for something. I'm just not saying it's like a good foundation, right?
Yeah, that's
Foundation
a,
for concrete.
I feel like this is just the conversation that the crew's having.
Just being like, I don't understand why you would want a foundation. I already look like this pitch blackness. That's why I wear all the bright colors.
Yeah,
Well,
but
some
you could,
people don't have
you-
even skin.
but like, Chiss, what if you were, because you're not quite, oh, now I can't remember. I think, is it all zeros is black?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. You're not quite zeroed out. Like you could be darker.
Interesting. I always thought that I was, you know, this Vanti Black that you speak of from your home world.
Oh, I can't remember the person's name now. It's gonna bug me.
Google deploy.
Mhm.
Do we need to notify somebody about this?
Oh, that's what I have the tablet for. I'll let
And it's fully
headquarters.
charged.
It is fully charged. Yes, I will let headquarters know everything we have found on this planet, and you know, is finishing up the form. And I just need everyone to sign here and indicate that I am not lying on any of this.
Remember, you have to sign for me.
I know, but you have to kind of slap it. Remember, you gotta you like slap it because you know how like when you sign things, you can you can use your finger to
feel like-
sign it. I
like,
think you've
It's just slides. Just
yeah. We try every time and it never works, but like it makes Chiss feel better.
It is Anish Kapoor is the person who owns
Anish-
the
yeah.
rights to Vanta Black. And apparently it's just like a massive tool from what I understand. And like will not let people use that blackest black. But yeah, I think that's a thing on the crab homeworld. There's space crab, Anish Kapoor, and the space crab blackest black. Instead of Vanta Black, it's just crab to black.
God damn it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
crying in the club.
Listen, this game brings out the dumbest puns and just jokes from.
I will remember
Everyone?
this the next time we play werewolves.
Oh no.
This is a threat. Yeah, that's a threat.
Oh, it is. Ray knows what they did. Ray
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah. I played myself.
Bamboozled.
Yeah.
That
So
Spen's just signed, by the way. It's just like slapping the equivalent of their
Yeah,
forehead
yeah,
into the
yeah.
tablet.
And then Chiss has to put like parentheses Yvette. You know, like
and Rain is somehow always confused. So we just send an email to whom it may concern, and then we just leave, right?
well, it's a very specific. It's not to whom it may concern. It's to the person at headquarters who tells us where to go and make sure that we have food and supplies like orange juice and coffee and
I thought their name.
shellfish.
I thought their name was. Wait, what? Eating
Oh
shellfish?
well, that was on the manifest last time.
No, I think that just means that I'm on board.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure that the person you're talking about, I'm pretty sure their name is whom it may concern. Just all one word.
Oh, maybe they changed it recently.
No, I think they fired Linda.
Oh, Linda was always a
Um,
little bit of, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
it was.
unfortunate. Linda had good gossip.
Listen, Linda had been due for retirement for a few years.
She was only a couple hundred millennia. That's relatively young.
For her species, yeah, like they live forever.
For most species, right?
Now I'm just picturing Linda as like a literal star,
Mm-hmm.
just a sentient star.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Wait,
why
how
she was so
long do
bad
you
at.
Because you couldn't look at her.
I could.
Well, no, that's why she was so bad at filling out her paperwork. She didn't have any hands.
She would just blind
Yeah.
you if you got on her nerves.
Or if you just walked in.
Make an appointment. It's on the door. Like, make an appointment. Like,
Now I wish I could do that.
Blind
You want to
someone.
talk to me? You don't have an appointment? Sorry, can't see.
very Greek god of Linda.
The plot twist. Linda is the Greek god. Space Greek god? Question mark?
I'm here for it. I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you send this email to whom it may concern. Are we doing anything else? Is there anything that we need to do?
This is usually where we find a mouse, so we usually leave, so I don't know.
No more mouths. We didn't find any mouths in this one.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do.
I think we do just leave. We go to the next planet.
Oh, we have to go to get orange juice, or I think Arya might implode. Their blood sugar feels low.
Can you tell people's like blood sugar by like touching them? Like, are you like a walking sensor?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
It comes with the evaporation territory.
God.
Just for shits and giggles, I rolled for the next planet. We've got 3, so it's a little smaller. Lee, I believe you are up next for our discovery.
Hell yeah. Yeah, fuck. Oh my god.
Been there.
We're
I
all
was like,
very
I was like, yeah,
very-
it'll be fine. I got a
very
3.
a 3. Hey, we're not sleeping this time when we discover something. We come upon this suddenly, and we have different number and different suit. The 8 of clubs. So let's see. Clubs are plants and other immobile forms of life. The examples it gives are towering trees, carnivorous pitchers, giant ferns, glowing weeds with an S, not weed, not glowing marijuana, floating
Damn.
flowers, and oozing mushrooms. And
You got shrooms?
they're glowing. And 8 is on a glacier, so a plant of some sort, or it could be an immobile form of life, something that just can't move, on a glacier.
Okay.
While you're
Go
ahead.
I feel like when we get onto the glacier, I feel like one Yvette has to have a form for this because yes, freezing is a thing.
You have to
You
be able to
wearing
I have to wear clothes for the first time.
ever.
you know those snowshoes that look like tennis rackets?
Yeah, that's Yvette
Yes.
right now.
Yeah.
You're just
Yvette
a
has like
tennis
on
racket.
like a parka, no like because whoever's form they take doesn't have like genitals or anything. So it's just like a blanket like Barbie Ken situation. So they got like the tennis rackets, a large parka, and a really fancy feather boa that did not need to be here.
Amazing.
As I feel like when we get to like the glacier, there's kind of like this weird cave carving. Like it's big enough for us to get in. Chis might have to duck his head a little bit. But when we get in, there's kind of like this weird humming noise, and there's just like half of what seems to be like a statue that its eyes just kind of watch us as we move around the room. Like we
Meanwhile,
can hear it breathing. Like it doesn't say anything. It's just watching and breathing at
Oh
us.
gosh.
I
The hearing it breathe is really like, oh, okay.
because it's a statue, I'm just imagining that its breathing sounds like the breath, but also just like the grinding of stone.
Mhm.
So
Because
extra
it can't get out. It's just sitting there
Mhm.
breathing at us.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rain is just like wearing 6 different coats, like full on like snowboarder bibs, like everything that they can do. They also have space hot hands that they have just like
Mhm.
shoved inside of their coat, and they continue. They keep. You don't really know where they're pulling out more of them from, but they keep pulling out more and then just like shoving it down the sleeves and stuff. And they're just grumbling to themselves the entire time because they do not like the cold.
Neither does Yvette. I feel like they are both just grumbling about the cold. Because that is me IRL as well.
Nah, that's me IRL, but Arya like already kind of stays warm and hot all the time. Is like super hot blooded. So like it feels like a 70-degree day out.
Arya, do you want to roll your examination?
Yes. Also, sometimes like the stream will freeze, so sometimes I don't hear what you'll say. So I'm sorry about that.
No, you're good.
You're good.
You
I
gotta
got a
freeball it.
4.
Hey.
Yeah.
You get to add a detail that you notice about the feature. So something about this statue that you notice.
So Arya notices that the statue has like tiny little baby wings that grow every time we turn away from the statue.
Oh no.
Don't
Oh
blink.
no.
Don't
Blink
blink.
dead.
And it is fasting. What have we done?
I had like a second of like, oh, that sounds cute, and then I'm like, oh my god, no, we just all talked about Doctor Who.
Crying in the club.
I think that Chiss, always has the tablet with him and is currently taking photos of the statue. And I think that this space is just like low enough. The ceiling is just low enough that Chiss kind of has like a bent over situation, real like curved. Can't lean up to his full height or will stick his head through the ceiling. What are
Yeah,
you looking at, Arya?
I really want to pluck this feather. It's all I've been thinking about for the past like 5 minutes.
Can you even pluck it though? It looks like it's part of the statue.
But why is it growing? It looks like it grows every time we turn around.
Why do you grow?
Well, I don't know. I just do.
Well, maybe that's what it's doing.
If it's alive too, it would be maybe rude to pluck something from it without asking.
True. You're right, Chiss.
to be fair, we've just been staring at whatever this is.
To be
Nobody
fair, it's
said
been staring
anything to it.
back.
But nobody said anything to it.
Rain. Write a that's too long, not a sonnet. Write a haiku.
No.
I look at the statue in its statue eyes, and I just say, "Are we disturbing you?"
I
Lee,
feel
this
like
was
it,
your.
I was
this
gonna
was
say,
your-
I feel like it just doesn't respond. I feel like
Yeah,
it
no, we're
has
just
a
yeah,
mouth and it just breathes harder at you.
yeah. Well, maybe we just don't move it.
Question: does we know that the eyes move and that it's breathing, but do we know? Have we seen it blink? Does it blink?
No, it does not blink.
Okay.
We're so worried about this statue.
Mhm. I think Rain just goes up and like with the tip of their claw like pokes its eye.
No, let's Rain.
I mean, we don't even know if it's
What if
alive.
it curses you?
We don't know that it's not alive.
What
if
if
it
it
curses me, how much
sprays?
worse could it? How much worse could it be? I'm freezing. I'm miserable on this giant ice cube.
What if that was a button that triggers like a magical trap and then it eats all of us?
I would be warmer.
It depends, though. It could be colder. It could be just trap you in an ice prison of some kind.
What? Why? Why do you have to do this to me, Chis? Why can't we just have nice things?
My job is not to provide nice things. My job is to record information and
Because we were licking orange juice off the ceiling not even 24 hours ago.
Listen, it was worth it. It was worth it, Yvette. It was worth it.
Was it worth it?
It was.
I watched you climb it like a space spider monkey.
Well, hi, my name is Aria. Just kidding.
I have an addiction to orange juice.
And it's worth it. Okay, it's worth it.
It's just the sugar. That's all it is.
No, I feel like my head
I
can is that
I
Aria
love
doesn't
fruit.
even drink the juice. It's just pulp.
no.
Oh, Kunai ate Paul. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
That's my headcanon. No one can stop me from headcanoning it.
I think technically Arya can by virtue of being. Yvette believes deeply that Arya likes pulp, and every time Arya's like, "No, Yvette, I don't like this," and Yvette's like, "No, I know you like it." Like the weirdest dynamic.
Mhm.
You know what's funny is Arya, like, if you like just take an orange and you smash it up, Arya will eat it. But like when it comes to pulpy orange juice, Arya will look at it for like a cover a little bit and then like contemplate
I feel
life
like
and
that's
then
the
drink
problem. I feel like there is like for Yvette, there is no distinction between eating and drinking. So it's the same
Oh
thing.
no.
it. And then you enter Yvette. Huh?
There's a very Yvette, we've talked about this. There's a big difference between eating and drinking.
How?
Some of it you have to use your teeth for.
Why we
Also
have a
mouth.
blender?
Wait, so
The
is a mouth a
blender is like
blender?
pre-teeth. It's pre-teeth, teethening food.
But you wouldn't need teeth if it's a liquid, right?
Exactly. That's when you drink
So is
something.
Yeah, so you could drink
So
food
a blender's a mouth.
But that's
no.
but you're
if it's
but
blended.
no, but then it
Did
becomes
you
a
say
liquid.
There's a mouth.
Look,
Did you
don't
put
look.
that evil out in the world?
I was
Arya's
really
having,
hoping
like,
to move
an
past that one.
crisis. Arya's like spiraling out, having existential crisis, remembering the early conversation where they were asked, like, "Yo, what's a mouth?" And then it's like, "Wait, is a blender a mouth? Is a
Is
mouth
this
a
how I
blender?
explain?
Huh?"
I
When
love how
someone says-
we're all just taking turns having our own existential crises.
When someone asks
As
you
you
what
should.
that mouth would do, and Yvette's like, I don't know what this shit is.
Oh.
Blends
no,
fruit.
Amazing.
Yvette has figured out how to copy an orange to the T, but does not understand the difference between eating and drinking. If you can blend it and drink it, which makes everything you eat also a liquid.
I mean, everything eventually becomes liquid when you eat it, right? Sort of.
My point exactly. The pulp's all going into the same place. It has the same juice.
Got him. Yep, got him. Kundai and Arya had not even like gotten to that part of the argument.
I want you to know the only thing playing in my head is that woman from the Thanksgiving thing that's like, I got beans, greens,
Okay, but that song is legitimately a bop.
I think that Chiss has this brief moment of like, do I bring up texture? And it's just like, no, I'm not bringing up texture with Yvette. We're not. We're just gonna.
Yvette understands texture.
Right, but like food texture, I think
Oh,
Chiss
no.
is just like, I'm not doing this. We're not. Mm-mm.
Was that an out loud thought, or like I'm sorry, was that
Inside.
something
No,
said
that
out?
was an inside. That was an inside
Okay.
thought.
Can you imagine it wasn't outside thought? You bet.
No, Chiss is like, this is an inside thought. This is. I know what happens now if I bring up texture.
Mm-hmm. So I think once again, Rain has just like Spapple watched the ship and was like, "Nope, we're done. I've seen all I need to see here. This is pointless."
Did you
Uh,
send the paperwork?
I send it at the end after we do all of the adventuring.
I just keep telling you that all we have to do is like turn in my drawings. Why are we doing paperwork?
Well, your drawings are part of the paperwork. It's an important full assessment of the places we go.
Hmm.
Your
I get
drawings
that.
are very good, though. I always get you always get compliments on them.
Thanks. Between that
I-
and playing the Spock Arena,
Ocarina. God damn it! I
but
think
it's an ocarina that looks like Spock.
It's just a hand. It's literally just a hand thing. That is the ocarina.
I'm sorry. This should be an S, a copyright infringement.
No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. This is for legal reasons. This is a parody.
yeah.
For legal reasons, this is a joke.
Elliot, do you want to roll for our
Oh,
next
God.
discovery?
I'm glad
As
I
we
tormented
leave-
you all with a jelly.
God, we leave the worst statue we could have run into.
Right?
Mhm.
That is a 2.
A 2. Ooh. Okay. We actually have to work this time. 2. I remember this one because it seems to come up almost never. This is something that is arduous to get to, and we've got the King of Diamonds. So, King, I do remember, is in the air because we just had that one. Diamonds, though, are living beings. It gives examples of people like or unlike you: fish, dinosaurs, wolves, birds, giant insects, etc. So, what kind of in the air creature do we find?
So I'm picturing this planet is like tundra. You know, it's very cold and icy. That's why we're wearing all of our I don't. Y'all are wearing warm clothes. I think Chiss is wearing the same thing as always. I think Chiss doesn't feel the cold.
Or
So
is he
he
wearing like a Hawaiian shirt?
he's what he does like bright colors. So he's wearing a tropical like short sleeve button up that's like blue and orange, and then like swim board shorts. And he looks quite comfortable as a non-facial like an expressionless face can look. And so as we leave this statue and go outside and kind of looking around for something else on this planet, I think that we see a group of winged creatures flying towards a mountain in the distance.
Okay, interesting.
And Chiss will point up at them and be like, "Should we follow them?"
Do you think it's warmer over there?
There's only one way to find out.
Okay, do you think we're going to be able to catch up, though?
We do have a
watch.
spaceship. Yeah.
What if we accidentally hit one? Like how I got stuck in the jet turbine.
I have a question. I have an important question. Who is the pilot of this ship?
Oh,
It sure isn't me.
Arya by
It's not Rain.
default.
Yeah, I'll take it. Like, although Arya is definitely an adventurer, but a bit of a thembo himbo. Yeah.
Listen, no one said you had to be a good pilot. You just got to be one.
See, I was gonna say no one said you had to be intelligent to be a pilot. So
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, the important thing is being pretty. Flying comes second.
Nah, no, but they can fly. They can fly it.
Can you
That's
imagine letting a
that's a
blob,
little
like a
content
literal
out.
cube, fly the spaceship? That thing would be
Okay, but like you would have even more potential like appendages than Rain does, because you can make however many like hands and whatnot to push
I
all
can
the
only
buttons.
mimic
and-
what I see, though.
What if it's like a symbiotic ship where like you can slip into the ship system and merge with it and fly it?
Yes,
Ooh.
then they could do that in theory.
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
I think what I'm picturing at least is Arya sits in the seat and like has a hold of the controls. It's actually Yvette who is flying the ship.
Arya doesn't know that they don't actually fly the ship.
Yeah, it's
Just
like
kicking
it's like
their
when,
feet, just kicking their feet, man.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
there's
when
like
the
a
older
little
sibling-
cubby that's
Yeah.
like dimension wide, and like Ari just thinks this is Yvette's seat. Like this is just where Yvette sits.
Yeah.
That happens to be by the steering wheel. No big deal. Arya loves the company or whatever. Yvette's just like, who gonna tell
How
her?
are you?
Yeah, it's like when the older sibling gives their younger sibling the video game controller, but it's
The
not
unplugged
him.
controller.
I used to do that with my brother. He would get so mad at me.
Oh my god.
Like I had to start pretending to halfway plug it in so he wouldn't go tell mom that I wasn't letting him play when it was a single player game.
That explains so much.
He was like, I want to play Pokemon. I was like, no. And he was like, I'm telling mom. And I was like, this is a GameCube, you buffoon.
It'd be even better if it was a Game Boy. And you're just like, yeah, let me plug this controller in. real quick.
No, mother got him his own Game Boy.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so Elliot, that was your discovery,
Yes.
correct? Okay. Lee, do you want to examine these bird creature things?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
I got a 3.
A 3. What is a detail that you notice as we get closer and maybe not hit them? TBD.
Try real hard not to hit these innocent
The
creatures.
birds, like one bird, like some of the birds have like 2 heads. It's like most of them do. It's abnormal to see one of the birds with 1 head, but their second head isn't a bird, it is a chihuahua.
Oh, see.
Is it like side by side or like are they
Oh yeah,
stacked?
side by
Like,
side, like a doduo type situation. Like this is like Cerberus, but with a chihuahua head and a like a stalk, like a stalking type bird, like a heron, got heron neck. And
I
this,
just have one question.
yes,
Does it bark all the time, or is it just like chill?
it's a chihuahua.
the barking noise comes out of the bird mouth.
No. Oh no.
The chihuahua goes caca.
Oh no, but okay, but frequency. Does the chihuahua go caca at the frequency chihuahua be
Yes.
barking? Oh no.
Ooh, because you brought up Greek mythology, because there is a 2-headed dog, Orthus. Does this bird have a snake tail by chance?
You know what? Yeah, it do.
Listen, I love Greek mythology. I
Surprise.
just recently,
Shocker.
bullied Elliot into playing in a Greek mythology based game, totally against their will.
Yeah. I didn't have a great time with it or something. But...
Yeah. Horrible, so bad.
Get me out of here! No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Rain would just be like looking out the viewport and like get a little closer. Just get a little closer. Just keeps being like, just get close until you actually hit one.
Oh.
Remember, it's Arya who thinks that they're driving the ship, so Arya's like turning the wheel.
Arya's literally frantically like trying to correct, and he's like, I broke the ship.
I
And then
think
goes-
Chiss is getting closer to the window when you say that, and then like bonks his head against it when we like. Oh.
he was accidentally like listening to what Rain was saying.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what was happening. Ray's like, get closer, get closer, get closer. Oh.
Yvette's just sitting in their little console piece, like, oh my god.
Oh, that's
Arya's
fantastic.
still thinking that he's like flying the ship, hits autopilot, it does nothing.
The autopilot's on.
And is frantically trying to figure out if he should pull out a musical instrument.
What other musical instruments does Arya have?
I have a harp, I have a flute, and then I have like an erzu. I love stringed instruments, and but also like flutes and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a hand drum.
I think seeing the flute, Rain's just like, do you know any Space Lizzo?
Not the Spizzo.
It's the remix, obviously.
Remix.
Just the galaxy pattern once again.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was being good.
To be fair, there is a galaxy pattern in our background, so
Listen, it'd be like that. We're on brand.
yeah. Yeah. Anything else that we want to do with these bird, dog, snake creatures?
I do think that the one that we hit,
I'm taking its eggs.
or is it dead? Is it dead then?
We
Are
hit it
we-
with a spaceship.
Okay, fair.
I'm just picturing like Yvette, like it's probably still alive, just like squeezing eggs out of it.
It's not. That's so unnecessary.
I do think whatever. Yeah, I think Chiss will like respectfully dispose of the body.
Arya,
That's like, Arya, do you think you could eat this? And just
no,
like holding up the egg.
no. Even though Arya loves to eat food, Arya's like, I love animals. There's a certain organization I wanted to quote, but I cannot. So
But it's not fertilized. There's no baby in here.
no, but it's a living being.
Well, it's not living anymore.
And then everyone flashes back to Arya literally chomping down on like the tallest stack of bacon this morning. It's a living being.
That comes from the bacon tree.
The same way Arya didn't understand that you can eat and drink fruit until the whole Yvette experience is the same way Arya does not understand.
No.
Yvette is taking this egg, and the next time Arya tries to make scrambled eggs, I'm mixing this egg with the scrambled eggs.
I feel like Rain has definitely just been telling Arya that bacon comes from bacon trees.
That trash.
Just because otherwise we couldn't eat a lot of the food that we have.
This is a large egg, by the way, in my head. So Arya's gonna have a lot of eggs and not understand where all these scrambled eggs came from. Like, wow, I really got some good, tree eggs. They really packed up on this protein, Yvette.
No, as we know, there's not tree eggs. They come from the ground, much like potatoes and yams, they're roots. So you dig them up.
Oh my God.
I was expecting it to be a legume.
That too. They could be either, yeah.
That's where you get the 100-year eggs. The legume.
That is one that I just can't do it. Can't do it. Nope.
I want to try it. I want to try that in balut. I want to try it.
I had the opportunity and nope.
I have a Filipino friend, and they were telling me, they were like, yeah, it's considered a dark alley food. And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, because nobody wants to see you eat that. You eat it in a dark alley.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting. The more you know, I guess. You can get them in the supermarket.
I didn't know that.
But I wanted to be authentic and eat it in the dark alleyway.
When I say in the supermarket, this was in China, so like not not here, probably. Maybe. Anyway, yeah. So now that we're traumatizing our crewmates, we've got one card left, and I believe it's back to me, right?
Because I went.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
Yep.
Oh, good. Once again, we are resting.
Listen, that was a lot of mental anguish.
That's accurate. And this time we have the 3 of diamonds. And so we've got another living creature, and 3 is something. By a gentle river. I think to keep with the theme, it's still cold, but there's just like this river that it looks like water, but it's clearly not because everything is so cold. There's no way that there could be liquid water.
Solid water.
There's a lot of that, but this is some kind of like liquid that is not H2O. Probably even steaming a little bit. And what do crabs eat?
Other crabs.
Plankton,
Fish.
sometimes
Algae?
algae, yeah, like
Plankton?
small
Plankton?
animals, yeah.
The
Small
souls
thing.
of the damned.
Phytoplankton or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I heard it as phytoplankton. I think in this stream there is just like a patch of algae, and it starts to bark, and then it just like has this little larger than a chihuahua. It's not a chihuahua. It's a Shiba.
Okay.
But
It's
just
made out of the algae.
Yeah.
It must be related to the bacon tree.
Cousins, probably.
Yeah.
I still don't understand the concept of the bacon tree, but
It's a
that's
tree.
all.
It's like, okay, the willows, like the
Mhm.
weeping willows?
Yes.
It's like that, but bacon instead of leaves.
And it's delicious.
What planet does the willow grow bacon on? That's what I was born out of.
Every planet. Because
You're
I get
born-
to eat bacon every planet.
You were born out of bacon or
No,
willow?
we're born out of the trees.
Are you like tree sap come
We
to
start
life?
off that way, yes.
Wait,
Does Arya hear this?
Yes.
Oh no.
does that mean that you're maple syrup?
We're often called syrup teas when we're children. Then that goes to syrup teens.
What are you now?
What did I say about asking for my age, even indirectly? However, our willow trees are different than this, so they may be referred to as a different word here. But I haven't seen them, so maybe it's just a My Planet thing.
Also, isn't it the willow that they make aspirin from?
What's
Or
an
am I thinking
aspirin?
of something else? What?
What is an aspirin?
Oh, this is me in
Okay.
real life. I'm curious.
Oh, I have no idea.
No, I don't know.
I can't remember. I want to say it's willows, but I don't remember now. That it's like the bark. Yeah, if only I had a Google machine right in front of me.
You just have a Spapple watch.
Yeah. And it's currently out of service.
Yes.
Look at me go, knowing stuff.
Willow bark contains saccharine, a chemical similar to aspirin, and is responsible for pain relief and anti. I could just go lick a damn willow tree.
Doesn't quite work that way, but sure.
That's wild.
It's also really hard on your stomach, from what I understand. But anyway, yeah. So also, I love how Alana said that in the chat right after we confirmed it. Curse you,
Oh my
delay.
God.
The stream delay gets us every time. Yeah. So Rain is just like thinking that now Yvette is both delicious and medicinal.
Oh no.
Arya is spiraling once again because now, like, he's like, do I keep eating delicious bacon or do I not? Like, Yvette's my friend. Like, yes, Yvette tries to like throw me a lot, and that's like the only function of their hands. But like, and it just keeps going. The dialogue just keeps going.
I see you
Keep going.
spiraling, and I'm like, there's no bacon that comes out of our trees, so it definitely could be a similar tree, but I don't think it's the same. Maybe I don't know why y'all call them willow trees here, though. Shouldn't you
And
just
then
call them like willow bacons, bacon willows?
No, they're
No, they're
bacon
bacon
trees. They just look a lot like willow trees, apparently.
Oh,
I've never seen these bacon trees before. They're not from around where I'm from.
We don't have bacon on my planet, so that's why I was confused.
Mm-hmm.
You also don't
Then
have mouth.
again, we don't have mouths. We don't eat, so it doesn't.
well, I've never seen a bacon tree. All I know is I receive the delicious bacon and I make the delicious bacon and then I eat the delicious bacon.
Wait, where do you, if you haven't gotten them from, who gives you the bacon?
The
From
bacon
tree?
gods?
No, they show up in the kitchen when we restock.
Yes.
There's
Cut to-
bacon
cut to-
gods.
Cut to our kitchen, and it's just Jake the dog singing the bacon pancake song.
That's a throwback. Gosh, that's a deep cut.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Speaking of dogs,
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to examine said pupper?
yeah, it's me.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, 1.
Oh, okay. So according to the rules as written, you are now required, I'm not going to make you do this, to draw it. But what I have always said for stream, because it's kind of difficult to sit here and draw while we're also playing this game, and also not everybody wants to draw, just paint us a word picture. Like give a little more description.
So I think that this creature is very. It really is like a dog version of Creature from the Black Lagoon, right? It just seems like it is algae stacked on algae. But I think it is almost more like giving the impression of a dog. It's not necessarily holding like a specific form. So like Yvette, for example, they are capable of holding like a form if they like try hard enough, right? But usually you don't, which is like fine. I think it's like with this algae dog, it never quite gets a full form. It's kind of like you see like a bit of the muzzle and like an ear, and then the like a tail and like paws, but it doesn't pull it all together. And I think that it does seem to notice us, but it's not coming closer.
Cut to Rain, just like slowly creeping up on it. Like, I think it's Elmer Fudd. Yeah, Elmer Fudd, who does
I'm hunting
like,
webbits.
yeah, just like
Yep.
very, very much like tiptoe dramatically.
Yvette's just watching you, and it's just
Yeah,
like,
it just is.
On the account that there was like a gigantic lag that just happened, Arya was just having like their own headcanon. Because don't I tell you it froze for a long time?
Oh no.
Oh, no.
There they go. Oh no!
It's okay. You froze for us for a second there, so it balances out. Yeah, so I think probably we've been a crew long enough that you would know that Rain is a vegetarian mostly, and that they haven't eaten today. So they're just like tiptoeing up on this phytoplankton.
Chis is recording this for the report later, but is making no move to stop you.
What
Arya
about
just begins. Arya just begins making the
Yvette's just floating down the conscious water while you're doing this.
the water's conscious now?
Listen, sometimes if it's steaming, yes.
Sorry,
I feel like I'm just absorbing it like a sponge and bringing it back to shore.
terrifying.
Just holding like a bunch of liquid with the prosthetic eyes just floating in it.
Bad soup. Bad soup.
Yeah. The opposite of the
I
really
just spray
fun
Arya.
Oh, bro. Arya yelps a little bit and is like worried about like their one thing about Arya gonna draw. Arya gonna draw. So Arya
It's nerve
flinches, being worried about their notepad and like goes, Yvette, why'd you do that?
I aimed for you, not the notepad.
But you almost got my pretty picture.
I would have gotten the liquid out of the paper. I've done it before.
You're right. So back to the evaporation thing.
Oh, do you want to see?
No, how does it work though?
Oh. I kind of just I kind of just swallow a bunch of heat, I guess, and then whoop, gone.
I have so many questions.
You destroy heat.
I collect it. Yes.
Like Pokemon cards.
Gonna tapping more notes in this tablet. Just coping.
So Rain is a conductor and you're a generator.
On occasion, depending on who you ask.
Speaking of Rain, Arya, you started to say something as they were like creeping up on this plant dog creature.
Oh crap, what was I gonna say? It's
Because
gone.
they definitely you're pretty sure that they're hungry and they're likely to like try and eat this.
Oh, I was gonna say Arya stands there and salutes and walks away.
Godspeed, soldier.
The meme.
Hmm.
It's like God gives his difficult challenge to the strongest warriors. Rain, I'm just hungry.
I think Rain just like picks it up and it makes somehow with its algae like the equivalent of puppy dog eyes, and they're just like tilt their hand and just drop it back in the water. And they
I
just
was gonna
walk
be real
back to the ship.
sad.
Yeah, they just walk back dejectedly.
No, we should just keep exploring and then we can eat food.
Hopefully
Or
find
Yeah.
a clearing soon or
Or
something.
if we could eat food because Arya's blood sugar just dropped again.
Oh, is it like hit points?
No, I feel like when you have a crisis, it goes down.
Oh no, they
Oh,
are
that's fair.
none. Because after the plane situation with the bird, the situation with the orange juice, none. Ours should be like on the ground. Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, that's just like sneaking little snacks. But that was our last card for this planet. And we've been going for a little while, so I think that is probably a good place for us to wrap up. Normally I would try to keep this to about an hour, but honestly, with 4 people, it's a little bit chaotic, and there's a lot more that we can do with it. So yeah, thank you all for coming and playing. Thank you all for watching at home. This has been Quest Collective. We're gonna keep doing this. I probably should have talked to Jack about what we're going to do next month because I don't know what game we're doing yet. But stay tuned. Also, I forgot to mention, but the little QR code above my noggin there, if you are interested in the Quest Collective, if you want to be a player, want to run games, things like that, just scan that and you can get signed up. Or it's also on the transempowermentproject.org website. Kundai, do you have anything? You're our other volunteer on the stream. I'm forgetting all the words now.
Words are hard.
Mm-hmm.
Be on the lookout
Oh.
in terms of other digital community resources we got going on. Am I frozen again?
Oh, you're good now.
Yeah, you're good now. You were gone for a second.
Am I
Oh,
back
no.
yet?
Yeah, you're good. You're
Yeah.
good. It's good timing because you're getting a little spotty now.
Oh no,
No, I'm
the
not.
void has eaten
Oh,
them.
yeah.
The blood sugar finally dropped to 0.
Anyway,
No.
you were saying about digital creators.
Nah, no, but for real, in terms of other digital community resources, programs, also be on the lookout for updates with Influence for Good. We have some streamers going on today and tomorrow and other parts of the week, and just stay connected with the organization as well as just like keep like building family and community with one another. It's like
Heck
that.
yeah. The only other thing that I've got, if anybody's interested, over on my channel, HamPod, we're going to be running a game that was not quite TEP appropriate because it's called Glam Slut Butch, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We have the creator of that game who is going to be running it for us. That is a time tomorrow. Check out the socials. It's on there. I don't remember. Anybody else have anything that they want to plug?
No, because I'm bad at social media. I can only think of Dragon Age.
I mean, Lee, you're on my show, and Elliot, as often as I can.
We
get
don't
both of
talk
you.
about we don't talk about
And
how
now-
many things I'm
And
roped
now we have
into.
another person to harass into playing games. So
Oh, you don't have to harass me. I'm down. This is fun. Super fun.
But yeah, Elliot, do you have anything you want to plug?
God, I have so much happening in like it almost gonna be like my IRL, like my personal life that I'm so busy in that I haven't been doing TTRPG things. But 2025, I'm gonna be doing things then. So that'll be fun.
Also, there's our podcast that eventually we're going to start
Yes.
releasing one of these days.
I have more things that I need to talk to you about, but we had this happening, so I didn't want to.
Yeah,
Anyways, we
yeah.
talk a lot about World of Darkness things.
It's true. It's true. So yeah, stay tuned to both the TP, HamPod, and then follow our lovely players tonight. We'll have links later when we repost this, and we will catch you all next time. So, bye.
Bye.
Later.